Normal heroes. Oh, what? What? Is that Volke?
Tell the barkeep you've need of a fireman. You'll see me within an hour.
Volke! He's among the most true assassins. Lethality. I knew he was gonna get something new. When Volke comes to this game, there was no way he was gonna be simple. He's going up against Yuri after all for best dagger hero. That, I need to read over what lethality does. Oh, Astrid!
I am Astrid of House Damsel. I may be of noble birth, but I can fight.
Oh, I'm not a fan of her art. It looks like Astrid, but it's a bit too soft. Speed defense bond 4. Oh, she has a weird kit. This was my favorite archer back in Radiant Dawn. Oh, I forgot her name.
I used to be in the Binyan Holy Guard, but I had to quit.
Marcia. I also liked her. I also really liked her brother. Oh, she's the demo. Yuri and speed defense gap.
Irresponsible skunk.
Okay, very clearly this is a Radiant Dawn banner. It's Ascended Hero. Wait, is Thorr Ascended? No way. Wait. What?
Muspel, god of flame, has forged me again. Stronger.
What the heck? Also, she's a cav archer? Why would they tease Thorr and then release
I will burn my
Laegjarn?
regrets.
Oh my god, she's so hot, and her stats are out. Flame of Muspel. She's an archer. That feels so weird. What the heck? I was actually so certain she would be. Our free hero is. Crap. She's already in the game as a bridal version. Okay, that's interesting. And yes, Marcia is your 4-star hero. I can't believe it's Laegjarn as Tanith. There you go. Wait, was that a brave weapon? Or did I just not look at it right? I gotta look at that again. Tanith is awesome. I really like her. And yes, another Ascended hero. But guys, I was so positive. that Laegjarn was gonna be armor and then close save to be the exact opposite of Fjorm. I was so positive. I'm so wrong, obviously. She's an archer. That just feels, I don't know, that feels so weird. What do you guys think about that anyways? This is absolutely all news to me. First of all, so excited for Volke to be in the game. One of the best assassins in all of Fire Emblem, in my opinion. He's one of the most like iconic assassins. If you think assassin and you've been a player of like a lot of Fire Emblem games, or at least know a lot of Fire Emblem games and their characters, Volke is probably one of the first people you think of when it comes to the assassin. And he's bringing in a new special of lethality. Is it going to be inheritable? We'll see. But that is very interesting. Can you imagine if Volke and Shinon both brought in perf that can be inherited? That would be something. Astrid's also in the game. In Radiant Dawn, she was my favorite archer to use. I always liked her demeanor, which is just very soft. I don't know. There's something about her that I was always charmed by, and she was always really pretty. So I'm interested in seeing how good she is as an archer. A demoted Lance Flyer in Marcia. What's her brother's name? Her brother was a dip something. But I'm glad she's in the game too. We needed a character like this. It's been what? Since like Shigure? Since there was one more hero afterwards. But yeah, we haven't had a lot of good like demoted Pegasus Flyers in a while. So I'm looking forward to that one. Also, Body Sweeper. Man, how are you gonna say no to her? Wait, did Laegjarn get bigger, if you know what I mean? Her, she looks more thick than I remembered. The kimono really hit things well if that was the case. Flame of Muspel, Swiss Barrel 3, Far Trace, Rouse Attack Speed 4. This feels weird though. It really feels weird for her to be an archer. Now, if you think about it, all royals know how... Whoa, she's in a Muspel team. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she is in a Muspel team. With Surtur and her sister and Help Bindi. Anyways, final story chapter is coming up really soon, and Eitri will be a... She is a unit, which means at the end of the month, there's a very high likelihood of it being a double mythic banner like a year ago. Because if you guys recall, a year ago was Triandra X Ganyu. I had to resist not saying that and decided to go for it anyways. But you know what I mean. This already happened before, so it's looking like it's Fafnir X Eitri. So we'll see it. Anyways, this is a pretty big banner in the middle of the month, but the end of the month banner should be even more exciting. But with that said, if you're a fan of heroes like Laegjarn, or you're a fan of heroes from Radiant Dawn, this is pretty big. All right, but let's go over the heroes. This is really something. If you guys don't know, the Tellius series is among my favorite Fire Emblem games. I don't know if I can say it's my favorite anymore because Three Houses is really good, but it's the game that like I literally could not put down when I first played. Okay, hero number 1, Man of Mysteries, Volke. Man, is this his original artist? He looks so accurate and right to me. Gruffy, like I think when some people think of assassins in Fire Emblem, they might think of characters like Jafar, but I don't feel like Jafar instills that fear, right? And as you learn more about Jafar, he opens up and he becomes more than just a tool, right? Volke, however, is entirely different. He's all business, just like Shinon, and they don't really open up. You get to know them a bit better, but they don't really change as characters. They know what they're doing. It's for the coins, man. Anyways, his weapon is Fireman's Hook. Special trigger cooldown count -1. If unit initiates combat or is not adjacent to an ally, grants attack speed, defense, res +5 to unit. All stats +5 plus slaying. That's already really good. That's already putting him competitive against Yuri immediately. But of course, Yuri has more mobility, but he doesn't get those defensive stats. Additionally, neutralize the penalties that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit. Okay, you cannot stop this man from getting specials up. And grants unit special cooldown charge +1 per unit's attack during combat. What the heck? He doesn't just ignore guard, he charges faster. And additionally, he finally gets a new skill. See, here's the thing. Even if this skill is inheritable, it's gonna be really hard to use for most heroes. Lethality. When special triggers, treats foes defense res as if reduced by 75% during combat. Wow. Disables non-special skills that reduce damage by X%. Who wants to bet that's inheritable? Oh, I see the idea here. But if you think about it, outside of Volke, who's going to use this well? Volke gets to charge specials really quickly. So this has to be like another heavy blade user. It's the in-between mark between Luna and Black Luna, or Eclipse. So, okay. So I was thinking about it for a moment and thinking about how units can use this. With Time's Pulse, lethality drops to 3 cooldown. He attacks -2, they attack -1, and then he uses lethality. That's the idea. Kaze. You guys are right. Actually, Kaze would do this well. He's also a slaying weapon hero. But whoever uses this basically has to have Time's Pulse, basically has to have Heavy Blade or Flashing Blade, i.e. Kaze. And of course, has to be a dagger hero. Otherwise, they can't even use lethality. But the amount of heroes that can use this skill is very minuscule, is what I'm going to say. But it's a very powerful skill. If your dagger hero can utilize lethality, that's going to be busted. Because you're not afraid of a damage reduction, and you're reducing their defense and res by 75%. That's just a hard hit. His lethality starts at 2 cooldown. Oh, that's right, because it's also slaying. You're right. With Time's Pulse and Fireman's Hook, it becomes 2 cooldown. But I was thinking about in general, who's going to use this and how are they going to use it. But yes. Because if they have guard, it really screws things up. But yeah, essentially, I think you have to have Time's Pulse and you have to have a slaying weapon to fully utilize it to the best of abilities. Otherwise, it's going to be really rough. But it's going to be another one of those situations where Shinon uses Deadeye the best, and Volke's probably going to be the best user of lethality. Though other heroes can use it, it's not going to be as clean, is how I see it. All right, with that said, though, he also has Sturdy Impact and Null Follow-Up, which is just a really clean kit as a whole. You can't ever go wrong with these. He's supposed to be Initiator anyways, so fair enough. So, Volke is very easily the best red dagger hero. Not that there was competition, but would you guys say he's the best dagger hero? Because this is interesting because Yuri, I think in the hands of a player is much more deadly because of the mobility factor. And of course, Kanto. And of course, his ability to like spam AoEs and retreat and stuff is just so strong in Ether Raids. But I think Volke and Ether Raid's defense is very scary by himself. You can't really take a fight from this guy. And because of his like new BST and everything, he should be able to take a hit. And if he can take a hit, he can take off with lethality. I definitely think he's gonna be probably the hardest hitting dagger hero, but we'll see. I think when it comes to like Yuri and Dual Lin, they have so much utility that things get really interesting because of that. And that's usually because of the mobility factors. All right, 37 turns into 58. Yeah, that's a pretty strong hit. Yeah, I do think being colorless makes a big difference in all of this. All right, well, we have Astrid. Her art, it got to be a bit, has anyone ever seen Astrid's cipher art? You know what, I'll show you guys. They didn't do her justice, chat. I don't think they did her justice. This is Astrid, her cipher art. And this is closer to how I remember her as well. Now, of course, Radiant Dawn art itself is a lot more simpler and plain because it's from another era. But they had a pretty good reference to a really good looking Astrid from the cipher art. This one, all right, well, it's not really about the art, it's about the unit herself. But yeah, let's see. Her face just gets to me. I like the cipher art way more. All right, she has Damsel bow. If it against flying foes, grants speed +3. If a rally assist skill is used by a unit, grants target bonus double. She can give bonus doubler. I guess that's not too impressive nowadays. A lot of characters can kind of do that. And target can move 1 extra space. And then that turn only does not stack. No effect on cav allies with range equals 2. What? At start combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat. What do you guys think? I think it's a cross between a support hero and a really top-line cav archer. However, we just got Wolf. And Wolf's also colorless. So this is really rough. I'm not sure. It depends on who can utilize the bonus doubler. Yeah, it just looks like another Annette. A cav archer version of Annette, essentially, is what this looks like to me. So yeah, she gives up a bit of her own potential in order to support allies a bit better. Okay, for those who forgot bonus doubler, basically any attack speed, defense, res bonuses, they get magnified. So if you get +6 attack, then there's 6 attack during combat. But I'm not sure how important that is. The extra 1 movement space is probably more important. So we'll see, But she is a green archer. Now the rest of her kit is really goofy. Rally attack defense plus, it makes some sense. Because if she's gonna give them bonus doubler, she wants to give them rally attack defense plus so they can utilize, you know, doubled up the attack and defense. She also has attack defense ruse, which makes a lot of sense as well. You know, support your ally, debuff enemies, creates a bigger gap between attack and defense for them. So that's a lot of good support. However, speed defense bond 4. If you think about it, who was going to use the skill? If you were going to introduce speed defense bond 4 to the game, this would be probably one of the better heroes because Astrid's unlikely to have really good defense and she's likely going to need that speed to double, though I do expect her to be really quick. So I understand it, but this is really sad. If you really want to use Astrid, she's more of a support unit. And if you really, really are serious about her, you would replace the A skill and get something else. So I really think cav archers in 2021 are heroes that really are just so offensively focused and use heroes, have Canto and things like that, so they can attack and retreat. But this is a support cav archer. It's a fresh idea, but I'm not a fan of it. Anyways, we'll see what else she has to offer. She really needs really good stats to keep up. She is a green archer after all. And recently, didn't we just get a really good green archer in Sedgar? I guess if you don't care about the weapon, you could just make a Sedgar instead. And I think he's really competitive. But yeah, we'll see how Astrid does. I do think like bonuses are becoming more relevant in general. Anyways, Marcia's here as well. This is a very simple kit. Unbound lands plus. If unit's not adjacent to an ally, inflicts attack defense -5 on foe during combat and neutralizes foe's bonuses to attack defense during combat. That's really cool. Wait a second, that's Geese's weapon. Wait a second. I hope nobody actually went and pulled Geese just for his weapon. That's... well, I'm glad I didn't. I thought I needed this lance, but now I apparently just have to pull a Marcia. It's flowing lance, yep. And then she also has Luna, Fury, Speed Defense Gap 3. If nothing else, she's demoted Unbound Lance, or Geese's Flowing Lance, and made it very available. And this is a good lance for a lot of heroes. Let me think about it. If you have Some are Nana, for example. Unbound Lance, really good. Sorry, not Nana, Norn. Man, I'm tired today. But basically, any free-to-play Lancer without a perf could use this really well. The rest of the kit is whatever, though. Most likely Fury 3. She could also demote Fury, I guess. I do expect her to be good. That's the important thing. I think she's going to be like Shigeru, but better. Which is to say, good attack, good speed, okay defense, okay res. Or good res. Seriously, chat, did she get bigger? The Flame Ascendant ascended more than one thing. I know people are going to criticize me for being pervy or whatever, but it's very hard not to notice. They definitely look much bigger. I don't think... also, yes, I don't think it's just the boobas. I think she just got thicker in general. I've never noticed her hips being... Well, actually, no, I have. Her summer version of Laegjarn didn't leave much for the imagination either. But no, she is... This is definitely the hottest version. And not a pun, because, you know, she's muscle imbued now, but... Yeah. Still, have you guys ever thought of her as an archer? Also, Artist Penacor, very good pick. Very, very good pick. But yeah, anyone ever imagined her being a Cav Archer? My goodness, I could not have imagined this at all. Alright, she has Flame of Muspel, Slaying ability, of course, really good. Effective against flying foes, of course. Bow. If bonus is active on unit, grants attack speed +6 and attack speed defense res during combat equals 50% of total bonuses on unit and foe max +12. Isn't that a throwback to her own refine on base Laegjarn? Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been... Despite her getting a really good refine, I actually haven't seen many of the new Laegjarns. And also, if total bonuses on unit and foe is over 10, neutralize effects that prevent units follow-up attacks, and then partial null follow-up if you have enough. Basically, buff her, and then she destroys everything. This is really strong. And it's also total bonuses on unit and foe, so she essentially always has partial null follow-up, the offensive portion of anyways. That's very, very good. She's gonna be scary. But I wonder... Oh, that's why. I was like, I wonder why they made her bonus. Like, care so much about a bonus. And then I realized, wait a second, that Rouse chat is 4. I saw Rouse attack speed and I was just like, it's number 3. No, it's 4. How did I miss that? At start turn, if unit's not adjacent to an ally, grants attack speed +6 and null panic to unit for 1 turn. What? The new Rouses have null panic? Okay. In other words, this is such a great combination. I'm not the biggest fan of bonuses on unit to enable things because you can take away their bonuses. And yes, panic banners are things, and then there are lots of things that drop panic on you, i.e. Versa, i.e. sudden panic, whatever. So I've never been the biggest fan of them. But with the introduction of null panic and heroes like... Crap, also from Radiant Dawn, the goddess. I'm blanking out so much today. But yes, we already have a lot of heroes with this. But now, well, not a lot of heroes, but we had options to deny things. Ashera, thank you guys. But now we have straight up Rouse attack speed 4, just giving you null panic. The new levels of Rouse skills are so good then. Because it's not just about keeping your attack speed +6. You gotta keep all your stats now. Null panics is worth all their stats. Now, of course, if you're being chilled or whatever, that doesn't count. It's only for panics. Well, that said, though, it's very easy to keep your bonuses active on your unit and then get her an extra attack speed +6, as well as this attack speed defense res bonus of 50% of total bonus on units. So at maximum, she can get +6 to everything, it looks like. And of course, the partial null follow-up is really easy to use then. This is just a really strong kit. She also has Swift Sparrow 3, which is whatever. She also has Moonbow, which is whatever. If you can give her Deadeye, you give her Deadeye. Because that Deadeye would be 2 cooldown. You attack, they attack, you Deadeye. And then she has AD Far Trace 3, which is just really fitting. Attack defense -3 on foe during combat, and then, of course, the cancel function of retreating. This is a very clean kit. You don't have to change much if you don't want to. Of course, if you can, give her catch. Attack speed catch would be much better. And if you can, give her Deadeye. But her base kit as a whole is very, very strong. Still, this is such a mind-boggling pick. First of all, guys, I was so convinced it was Thorr this month. They showed her off in Tempest Trials. And I was like, why would they make us wait longer for Laegjarn? And then they switch it up again. They release Thorr in battle, don't show Laegjarn, and then throw it, and then release Laegjarn, but not okay. Anyways, mind-boggling. Laegjarn, 40 HP, 59 attack, 47 speed, so it's -6/-6. It's supposed to be 53 attack, 41 speed, 30 defense, and 18 res. Yeah, she has a really good stat spread. I generally prefer higher defense because you don't really have. I mean, she's not gonna run Desperation, and she shouldn't need it, especially because of her B slot. Also, man, Eitri confirmed Green Mage, Flying Green Mage. I guess we're fighting her next. It would have been really awkward for it to be revealed as the villain, and then we don't fight her. So, looking forward to that final chapter. And of course, Tanith is our free hero. I'm looking forward to that as well. I actually need to see her. Is that a brave weapon? That's obviously a perf. I've never seen that before. But yeah, this is an interesting banner. Oh yeah, another tiny girl that's a green mage. Okay, Tanith Brightblade. That's a perf. I don't know if it's a brave weapon because it was a blue mage. Unless it's demoting another weapon. Okay, we'll see. The final big thing is, of course, if you go for Laegjarn, you get a floret. And of course, these are super limited. I do want to make a video talking about it, but I don't think we're gonna get too many florets. And at the rate they're going, which appears to be, I would guess it's like every other month, they might release a hero who's ascended and we can get a floret from. You gotta be really smart with your floret use. Also, yeah, ooh, I think it's pretty obvious. Actually, I'm not sure if it's pretty obvious. Spark Laegjarn or Spark Volke? Because lethality could make a big difference for a lot of characters. But then again, Laegjarn gives you that floret guaranteed. Well, let me know what you guys think about the banner. I think it's a really good banner. Interesting concepts being released here. First time we get Rouse Attack Speed 4, a Rouse 4 skill. Them having Null Panic is really interesting. Laegjarn was a big surprise, being an archer instead of armor hero for me. I was so convinced she was going to be armored. But with that said, Volke is also here, lethality. I think I said that. Really nice little thing here. He's going to be one of the hardest hitting dagger heroes for sure. Really good dagger base. Marcia being demoted is nice. We haven't had one of these Pegasus Flyers demote. We have, but they're like once a year. So it's been a while. So I'm expecting her to be good. And if nothing else, she demoted Flowing Lance. So that's really cool. And of course, Astrid is here. I like Astrid, but this was not the way. And of course, Tanith's here as well. Anyways, that's your new banner. It comes out on the 17th, so we got a lot of days until it comes out. And it goes until it doesn't say, but it should be the same amount of time. But yeah, good luck, guys. That is your new banner.